All right, people, we have Kaden Elliss here, and the question that I have for you guys getting right off the rip is what in the blue hell is going to happen to Kaden Elliss? That is the question that we have for y'all, and I'm going to answer this. All right, so what's going to happen to him going into free agency? He has 1 year left on a 3-year, $21 million. He's making about $6 million on the salary cap, coming off of one of his best years as an Atlanta Falcon, 150 tackles. That right there is not bad at all. Again, he coming off a career high 150 tackles, 5 sacks and interceptions. Now, you do have guys like Divine Diablo. The Falcons brought him in. He fits more of the scheme. Why? Because Raheem is going to run a lot of zone concept. The Atlanta Falcons run a lot of man, from what we understand from Jerry Gray, as well as the defensive coordinator and Jeff Olberg. These guys are definitely going to run more unique packages and whatnot. So Kaden Elliss, does he really fit with this Atlanta Falcon team? I don't know. I do know when you look at his numbers, him playing closer to the line of scrimmage, you put up 150 tackles, man. You're a hell of a linebacker. 5 sacks. That in itself, again, signifies that he's a hell of a linebacker. So, an interception. You got Divine Diablo. Again, you brought him in from the Raiders. Again, one of those guys with the speed, the athleticism to play the schemes that the Atlanta Falcons are going to utilize. They're going to run a lot of 3-4. They're going to run a lot of 4-3 concepts, a lot of nickel. Obviously, that's what the NFL is. These guys are running in the NFL. So you got him. You got a guy like JD Bertrand, a young linebacker that's still finding his way. You have Troy Anderson, a big, you talking about big dude. Maybe he may not be the middle linebacker, but he could be the younger guy that kind of replaces Kaden Elliss. Should the Atlanta Falcons not come up with a deal that's going to bring him back, and this is just my personal opinion, the Atlanta Falcons got a real hard decision, a tough decision right now, because you got a guy like Kaden Elliss, man. Like, this dude is a baller. I think he has played well enough to for the Atlanta Falcons to bring him back, but we'll see about that. But will the Atlanta Falcons bring him back? I don't know. I say absolutely not, because at the age of 30, he's going to be 31 in a few, going on his last year. I say not pay this guy $10 to $8 million. Go with the youth, go with the younger guys, and, see what those guys got. And why? Because these guys are younger. Divine Diablo, Troy Anderson, JD Bertrand, and for what I understand, I'm hearing in the offseason is that Jimmy Woods is a guy that is picking up a lot of steam. The Falcons believe in what he's doing. They got a couple of young rookie linebackers they got in, undrafted free agents they brought in that they may want to kind of see what these guys do, and you never know what's going to happen in the preseason, how they pick up the defense. It could be a tough decision for the Atlanta Falcons, but I think at some point in time, the money is going to be a factor for this Atlanta Falcon team and Kaden Elliss. Again, he's 30 years old. I think the Atlanta Falcons, for the most part, they're rebuilding this defense. They're getting younger. They're getting more athletic. You got James Pierce. You got a guy like Jalen Walker who can play all over the place. It's going to be hella interesting for the Atlanta Falcons, but let me know what you guys think about this, man. Would you bring back Kaden Elliss if you were the Atlanta Falcons? Okay? If you were the Atlanta Falcons. That's the question I have for you guys. Continue to support your boy here, man, Mike Sports. Like I said, man, Kaden Elliss, going to be a tough decision for the Atlanta Falcons. That's all I got to say about that. I'm out, man. Peace.